The Schlieffen is a tier 10 German battlecruiser that just gives me absolutely immense happiness every time I take her into battle. I'm a simple man with a simple monkey brain, and seeing the secondary damage tick up and watching destroyers, cruisers and battleships alike melt under, and frequently on, fire is the best form of neuron activation since the invention of caramel popcorn.
I like this. This is cute. I want this inside of me.
But maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's take a step back and actually talk about why I love this ship so much, and why I completely understand how some people will not enjoy this ship at all.
Okay, let's go.
First of all, she's a total upgrade in every area over her predecessor, Prince Ruprecht. If you want to know more about Ruprecht, by the way, click here to see my video on her. It's one of my favourites, even though I sound cripplingly depressed in the voiceover. Compared to Ruprecht, her guns are of a higher calibre, being 420mm.
Nice.
Compared to the 406mm on Ruprecht. In regards to overmatch, this makes absolutely zero difference, but the larger caliber shells do come with higher damage per shell and, funnily enough, a faster reload. The main armament is the area where there's a significant difference between the two ships. In all other areas, it's just a significant straight upgrade. Let's make like the French and start with the main course, the Secondaries. Now this is what you're here for, the meat and gravy, the Big Lebowski.
Mr. Big, the Godfather, Lord of the Rings, the Bourne Identity, Taxi Driver, Jaws.
The most effective secondaries in the game, and it's not even close. If we look at hitting DPM, the metric which combines raw DPM with accuracy to measure how many shells are actually hitting the target, Schlieffen has over 20,000 more hitting DPM than Ohio in second place, which is ludicrous. If we open it up to all tiers, Schlieffen is still the best secondary ship at high tiers by far. She does get beaten by Agincourt for the title of overall highest base secondary DPM in the game, but Agincourt is a whole different beast. Again, check out my video on her here. Raw damage is not the only characteristic that makes Schlieffen's secondaries incredible. She has the joint highest secondary range in the game, maxing out at 12.5 kilometers fully upgraded, which means her secondaries can fire just 100 meters after she's spotted. As mentioned before, her secondaries are also incredibly accurate, possessing the same accuracy as the American secondary ships such as Ohio and Georgia. However, unlike the American battleships, all of Schlieffen's secondaries are able to pen 32mm of plating with the IFHE skill. This means that whilst Ohio's secondaries are mostly good for setting fires and bullying destroyers, Schlieffen has secondaries that are a real threat to even same tier battleships. All of these factors combine to make Schlieffen's secondaries arguably more effective than her primaries, more on this later, as she has the perfect combination of secondary traits. Other ships have insane DPM and range, other ships have insane accuracy, other ships have 30mm of penetration, but no other ship has all three. Iwami comes close, but her lackluster range just ruins it for her. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on Iwami, by the way. She's certainly interesting. You know what else is interesting? The subscribe button. Please help me, I'm running out of puns for these bits. Oh my god! Schlieffen has another trick up her sleeve when it comes to brawling, which is her torpedo armament. With 8 torpedoes on each side, it doesn't matter that they only travel at 50 knots and do a relatively low amount of damage. If you get close to a Schlieffen, her excellent torpedo firing angles will make sure you feel the pain of her fish. She also possesses the improved German hydroacoustic search consumable, allowing her to push smoke screens and around corners, spotting ships and torpedoes alike, allowing her to be as aggressive as her armament demands her to be. So Schlieffen's secondaries are more deadly than my bathroom after Indian night, and she has enough torpedoes to sink the entire Dutch Navy. But is she just a one-trick pony? Well, yes, but actually no. Her main guns are underwhelming to say the least. Her AP DPM is only better than Slava, and her HE DPM can't even manage that. Don't get me wrong, these guns are still capable of dealing some significant damage, but they are certainly not the reason that you play this ship. Her slowability is a similar story, possessing one of the lowest health pools in her tier, and typical battlecruiser bow and stern armour of only 27mm. This is made up for partially by her 60mm icebreaker bow though. The rest of her armour is unimpressive, and her heel is nothing special at all. She does have access to the fast damage control team consumable though, which definitely helps her when brawling. Finally, she's fast as fuck, boy, and her manoeuvrability is meh. But I know you don't really care about this. You've already made your mind up on this ship by now. You already knew if you'd like Schlieffen or not before you clicked this video, and I don't blame you. Whilst I personally love this brawling battleship playstyle, I know plenty of excellent players who just don't enjoy it, and I totally get it. Unreliable guns can be frustrating to use, and pushing is not always easy in every match that you're in. With all of this in mind, I'm going to play Schlieffen in high tier. I really love this ship, and I think she's a boatload, pun intended, of fun to play, and incredibly effective if you play her right, provided you enjoy this style of gameplay. And oh, if you're going to play her, please get Lucian's, he makes the insane secondaries even better. If you'd like a captain build and equipment loadout for this ship, go for something like this. This is taken from the amazing World of Warships Captain Guide Google Doc, which is a fantastic resource for all your ship build needs. I'll put a link to it down in the description. As always, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. It's cliche, but it really does help me boost the reach of my videos, and I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what ship you'd like to see next. Also, thank you guys so much for 500 subscribers. It's an amazing milestone, and I'm absolutely chuffed to bits that we achieved it so quickly. And it's all thanks to your amazing support, and I really appreciate it. Let's see if we can't reach 1k by the end of the year, and who knows, there might be a tier 9 giveaway in it for you. Now go out there and